Hi everyone, welcome back. We're in Breckenridge this year. Every single year around like end of September, October time, we go up and we see the tree change. Since Clara was born earlier, 3 weeks ago, we haven't had time to go. So it is early October and we have finally made our way up here. We're not in Aspen this year, we're in Breckenridge. Usually we go up to Aspen for a few days and we are trying to find some trees. It looks like a lot of them have the leaves have already fallen, but there were some trees back kind of down the mountain. We went up the mountain and I'm not too hopeful about this trail right now that we're on. It looks pretty evergreeny and not very Aspen-y. Ben's running down the trail right now to see if there's any photo ops that we can find. But I don't know, it doesn't look too promising. We might have to drive back down the mountain a little bit.
What are you doing, you little turd? We are now shopping at a shirt store because it is so hot.
It feels really cold back here.
Does it? Can I go back there? I'm sweating profusely.
So they have...
I feel like we have... Do we have one of those?
No. Maybe want pink.
Avery, what are you? Get out of there. Oh my gosh. All right, you should explain.
We went on that trail that I talked about and quickly decided that it was not for us. There were so many people.
There were so many people that were like hiking and just like didn't have any kids. Biking, flying down.
Got run over by a bike. Yeah. It was pretty bad. So we were like, we need to get out of here.
And it was a little bit higher than like the actual city of Breckenridge, so the trees were already, all the leaves had fallen off the trees already, so there was no color change.
We decided to come down here. Now we're in like the city of Breckenridge. It's like, it has like all the shops, it has restaurants, it has like t-shirt shops. Ben actually changed his shirt because we were really
so hot. It's so hot today. Like it's hot.
It's hot in the sun, it's cold in the shade. So anyway, we got down here. We just kind of like hung out around this like common area with like some trails and like a little playground. And then we found a place to eat.
It was
and that's where you got really hot. Because we were like cooking in this room.
Well, because we asked to sit outside, but then we did come to find out like there was no wind flow.
No, there was like hot windows and walls, but like the sun was coming in through the windows. It was just really hot in there, and so immediately we went and you got a t-shirt.
Yeah, there was a t-shirt shop right next to it, and usually like t-shirts are very expensive. Like when you go to like whatever Colorado, like popular Colorado town, this was $9.
I know.
So I was like, absolutely yes, I'm buying a t-shirt. We bought a bunch of other shirts, and it was actually very cheap.
I know.
So
the girls got a shirt, I got a shirt and a crew neck, and you got a shirt.
Yep.
And it was $100.
$105, which is actually insane. Are you guys having fun? They were rolling down the hill. They were throwing the leaves. Look at Avery just is shoving her head in the ground. Look at your hair. Wait, pause. Look at how much leaves are in your hair. That is cool.
You guys, it's been like a week since that trip. I honestly forgot about the footage that we took, but I still want to post it because it's so sweet and we always do that every single year. Life has been so crazy and I know that everyone says that, but genuinely I don't think I've ever been so stressed in my entire life. There's so much going on behind the scenes that I just haven't been sharing that I really want to sort of open up on maybe in the next video. But genuinely, my life has never been more stressful. Not because of the 4 kids. I feel like I keep telling people like adjusting to 4 kids is actually the easiest part of life right now. And it's everything else that is stressing me out. And there's so much more going on with my family and with health stuff going on. Doctor's appointments and just so much that I really would like to share at some point. And maybe we'll open up about here soon. But just to add the cherry on top, we got into a little car accident the other day. I've never been involved in a car accident before. Where I was driving. I was in a car accident when I was a teenager. I wasn't driving. This time I was driving, and it was actually so scary. Again, there's so many outside factors playing into this that I think amplified the situation for me. Everyone's okay, by the way. Nobody is hurt. Nobody is injured. And everything has already worked itself out. So that's why I'm sharing now that everything is already worked out. But basically, I was driving to an appointment and I had never been to this like facility before. So I didn't really know where I was going. Thank God I didn't know where I was going because I was going extremely slow because I didn't know where I was going. To paint the picture, I was already just like having a morning, like taking her to this appointment, and I had gotten very little sleep the night before. So I was so tired. I was running on caffeine, already just a little emotionally drained, or a lot emotionally drained for that. I pull into this parking lot. Again, thank God I'm going so slow because this is my first time at this facility. And I'm driving through the parking lot, and then all of a sudden, this car that was parked in a parking spot just backed up straight into our car. I had Clara in the car. I had Ella in the car. And they hit my passenger side, which is the side that Ella and Clara were both on. And it was a hard hit. I will say that this person's car was so messed up from just backing up into me. They were going pretty fast. I don't know what happened, okay? But they just hit the gas and just backed up straight into my car as I was driving behind them. The side of our car is completely dented in. It's completely scratched. And the reason why it's so long across the whole car is because I was moving behind her. She hit my passenger side door and I was still driving at the time that she hit me. So it just scratched the whole passenger side of the car. I was so frazzled. I had pumps in, and so I just kind of pulled the car off to the side, and I was like freaking out, trying to take my pumps out so that I could get out of the car and talk to this person. Milk ended up spilling everywhere in the front of the car, which I was like, oh my gosh, of course, because I just kind of took them out and threw them in the center part of the car. I went and talked to this person, and they were extremely apologetic. One of the first things they said to me after apologizing was, "You'd think I'd be looking where I was going as I'm backing up my car." And I didn't know what to say, but this person seemed very frazzled as well. We were both very like, we just didn't know what to say to each other. And so I kept saying like, it's okay. Like, it happens to the best of us. Like, it's all right. She just kept apologizing to me over and over again. I'm like, no, it's okay. I just didn't know what else to say. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So I called Ben immediately when it happened. I was like, hey, can you call this place? Because we have an appointment. Just tell them that I'm in the parking lot, that I just got into a little accident, and let them know that I'll be in there as soon as I'm finished up here. He's like, no, you're lying. I'm like, Ben, no, I'm serious. He's like, do you want me to come out there? And I was like, sure. So Ben put the other 2 kids in the car. He was driving out there to like assess the damage and what was going on. So then I got this lady's insurance information. So yeah, that was pretty much the interaction. Other than that, I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, I guess I'll see ya. Like, hopefully not, but I guess I'll see you around. Like, it was just, I was so frazzled that I didn't even know what to say, because obviously we're not going to call the police. Nobody's hurt. Nobody needed an ambulance. The cars were both still drivable. There was nobody to call. So it was just like, okay, well, see you later. So then I pull up to Ella's appointment, and I was so just like mentally checked out because of what had just happened. And there's milk all in the car. Claire's now crying because like she was sitting in the car. It was sitting still. Ella's asking me 100,000 questions like, was it our fault? Is our car okay? Is it, like all of these questions that are extremely age appropriate for a 6-year-old who just had the side of the car hit. But I was so overwhelmed that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even think straight. I don't know what's going on. I'm so just frazzled and stressed and anxious. So we walk into this appointment and they hand me like a tablet to answer questions. And I couldn't even like process the questions. I was so tired and stressed. I was like, I had to read the question over and over again and really think about it and then answer the question. It was like a fever dream. I don't know if you guys have been so like anxious or stressed about something that you are just like not present in the moment. Your body is in the moment and your body is in the room, but your brain is like not in the room at all and you're just so mentally checked out. That's how the whole appointment felt. I think that was one of my most stressful days. Well, there's been plenty of other stressful days as well. Everyone is okay. As soon as I got out of the appointment with Ella and Clara, Ben was in the parking lot. And of course, Ben watches all of these like videos and stuff like that. And his main concern was that this person was not going to say they were at fault for the accident. They didn't even ask for my insurance information. They didn't even ask for my name or number. I offered it to them. They were apologizing over and over again, like, it will be fine. He goes, well, I just wish you would have pulled out your camera and, like, recorded them apologizing. I'm like, Ben, I cannot have you tell me this right now because I'm already so leveled to stress that if I think about if I did this whole situation wrong and we won't get our car paid for and the repair paid for, I might just fall over on the floor right here. Anyway, apparently the entire time that I was in this appointment, he was going around to the surrounding buildings to try and find video footage of what happened. And nobody had video footage of that area of the parking lot. So anyway, we were all just like so stressed out and I was like, Ben, it's fine. Like, this person was very apologetic. They seemed very nice and very sorry. It's going to be fine. So then for the rest of the day, I was on the phone with insurance people and rental car people, and immediately this person said they were at fault and got back very quickly with their insurance, just saying that everything would be covered. They walked us through the repair situation. Ben went and got the car looked at the other day by the repair place, and it's going to take 3 weeks to get our Suburban repaired. So we're gonna have a rental car for a few weeks, which is fine. Honestly, that's kind of fun for the kids to just be in a different car for a little bit. So yeah, that's what happened. The car situation itself, it's not stressful if you isolate that from everything else. But since it was in the mix of like everything else going on and like me running on no sleep and going into like an important appointment, it just threw me over the edge. It really did just throw me over the edge and just made me, I was so shaky. I was like in this appointment listening to this doctor talking to me and I was just shaking. So anyway, I do want to open up more about what's going on and to give you guys a little bit of an insight on what's going on, because truly, I don't think I've ever been so stressed out in my life. And I never want to paint a picture that life is rainbows and butterflies and that I never struggle or go through things. It's just, I don't know how ready I am to share everything, and I don't know if I ever will share everything because it is very heavily medically, there's just lots of medical things going on. So if anything, I'm just going to ask you guys to just like keep our family in your prayers, please. And yeah, I guess that's the only thing I can really ask for at the moment, is that my family's really feeling pretty heavy lately. Not just like me and Ben and the kids, but like my side of the family specifically. So yeah. Anyway, I'll probably open up a little bit more in the next video. That's going to be it for today's video. And we'll see you in the next one.